good afternoon and good morning, good evening to all the audience and my uh, uh, friends on the in the panel. It's my pleasure and honor to share my views on IoT standards in smart cities, security, privacy, and trust. Here I am representing TEC, that is the standardization body, national standardization body for telecom and related ICT sector, and the national inquiry point for WTO TBT for the telecom and ICT. The BIS is for non-telecom items. TEC is also participating in the meetings of ITU, APT, ETSI, IEEE, 1M2M, 3GPP, TSDSI, and BIS for the standardization point of view. It is evident that IoT is one of the most emerging technology as on date and being used to create a smart infrastructure in various sectors, namely automotive, the power sector, the healthcare, safety and surveillance, smart homes, environment monitoring and pollution control, water management, waste management, village and agriculture, and some of these verticals will work as a pillar for a smart city. IoT will revolutionize and change the way all business, government, and consumers interact with the physical world. There will be billions of IoT devices in the ecosystem and will rise exponentially. And as far as the statistics, which changes from time to time, and the current statistics, it says there will be around 24.6 billion connected devices across the globe by 2025, and out of this, only 21% will be on cellular communication technologies, and remaining will be on non-cellular and wireless communication technologies. In India, the ecosystem is required to be developed for 5 billion connected devices by 2022, as envisaged in the National Digital Communication Policy. And if we see, 60% of these devices will be in India, so 3 billion devices may be in the country, but it all depends upon the development of the ecosystem. IoT is a very complex domain comprising devices, gateways, cellular and non-cellular wireline communication technologies, platforms, and the applications. Platforms plays a very important role in the IoT ecosystem and should have some of the mandatory features like the device registration, discovery, telecom resources and connectivity management, security and data management. Security of the IoT domain from devices to the application, that is very important, as the hacking of the devices or network being used in daily life will harm to companies, organizations, nations, and more importantly, people. It may result in collapse of the services, creating panic, and may also result in chaos. Ensuring end-to-end security for connected IoT devices is the key to the success of this market. Without security, IoT will cease to exist. Privacy of the data of the individual is very important, especially in the healthcare domain. A market research from the published by Market and Markets, it mentioned that the IoT security market size is expected to grow from US dollar 12.5 billion to 22 in 2022 US dollar 36.6 billion by 2025 at a CAGR of 23.9%. There are several hacking devices of the critical infrastructure. As an example, there was attack on critical infrastructure in Ukraine in 2017, resulting in shutdown of hospitals, ships at sea, and even distribution centers. Cyber attacks hit all US mobile phone operators, sparking outages in June 2020. Times of India published that organization imparted by malicious multi-purpose botnets across the globe rose by 50% in 2020 and compared to 2019. These hackings may be due to various reasons like insecure devices, network, insecure OS, weak password, etc. A number of standardization bodies such as NIST, NISA, ETSI, ITU, IOTSF, they are working to develop the standards on security. Security standards are required to be incorporated in all the elements of the IoT domain as per their need. The ETSI has released its document ETSI TS 103645 in 2020, and it is having 13 principles, and based on these principles, EU has adopted it as a ETSI EN 303645. UK and Australia, they have released code of practice for consumer IoT security in 2018 and 2020 respectively, based on the 13 principles mentioned in ETSI standard. The Cyber Security Agency of Singapore has launched a voluntary cyber security labeling scheme for consumer smart devices to improve IoT security based on ETSI standard. IMDS Singapore has also released a technical specification for residential gateways having some mandatory provisions. So USA has also published a law, IoT Cyber Security Improvement Act, and mandated NIST to develop standards and guidelines on the use and management of IoT. However, security study is a continuous process, as the hackers will always try to hack the network devices due to their vested interest. IoT Security Foundation released its annual report on vulnerability disclosure in February 2021, mentioning an improvement in vulnerability disclosure by the manufacturers to be 18.9% in 2020 from 9.7% in 2018, and the countries under survey were from North America, Asia, and Europe. So vulnerability disclosure is a very important subject. The certification of telecom products as per the ERs is also one of the major activities under MTCT in India, which is being implemented in a phased manner by TEC. Testing is done for EMI/EMC, safety, technical protocols, SAR, IPv6, and security. The security specifications for the ERs are being developed by the DOT Security Wing based at Bangalore. To ensure the security of smart infrastructure, it is required to ensure that only the certified devices should be the part of the network. Security should be embedded at the design level itself. New vulnerabilities may be discovered in the already certified devices also. Therefore, a central mechanism like a National Trust Center that is required to ensure the development of the certified devices and addressing the vulnerabilities. In one conference, one of the speakers mentioned that thousands of cameras were found to be vulnerable. The port were found to be open. TEC is working to develop a framework for security by design principles for IoT devices manufacturers and National Trust Center for IoT work items recommended by TRAI and further accepted by DOT. Some different devices may be subject to different level of security risk. Therefore, devices will be required to be classified depending upon the risk associated with the application, and it will depend upon the use case to use case. Consumer IoT security guidelines based on ETSI standard 103645 are expected to be released. India has also prepared these guidelines based on ETSI TS 103645, and we are expected to release them in July 2021. Its first three principles. I attended the ITSI Security Week held recently in June 2021, and in the discussion it was mentioned that the first three principles are like no universal default password, implement a means to manage reports of vulnerabilities and software updates. These three principles are harmonized in various standards like the NIST standard, the CEN and CENELEC standards, and also the ISO IEC standards. And these three principles have been mandated by UK by some regulation. Similarly, India may also think to mandate these three items as these three principles, as these are harmonized in various standards. In the ITSI Security Week in June, it was mentioned by some speakers also that it is required that all the principles should be harmonized, and all standardization bodies should work in collaboration to bring the good number of standards and the principles which are harmonized, and so that the security may be implemented across the globe in the IoT domain. National Trust Center has been visualized as a central entity for registration of M2M devices manufacturers, M2M service provider, M2M application provider, certification of M2M devices, and management of vulnerabilities, etc. Registration of these entities needs some policy direction, and we hope in the M2M service provider policy some direction will come so that these entities will be able to register and the NTC will further proceed.